Tiff walks the line with a cold desire. Punisher's shadow, the hammer falls hard. No mercy for evil, they're playing their card. Through the alleys of pain and the rivers of blood, they hunt down the guilty, they're the judge and the flood. But every war needs a mind that can see, a voice in the chaos that cuts to the core. Tiff and the Punisher carving the night, punishing sinners beneath the pale light. Becca steps in with that smart-ass grin, brainiac queen, always right from within. She's figuring out the world one fact at a time, calling out the lies with a razor-sharp mind. You think you're clever? Watch me prove you wrong. Becca's in the mix, and the truth marches on. Becca's the spark in the tactical storm, smart-ass remarks that keep the whole team reformed. Equations and evidence, she's cracking the code, while the Punisher's bullets write the final ode. Tiff holds the line with the fearless command. Together they're unstoppable, a punishing band. Becca won't rest till the puzzle is solved. She's right every time and the problem's resolved. When the world's gone mad and the answers won't bend, she'll dissect the chaos and break it again. Smart-ass brainiac, queer the fight. Tiff and the Punisher on the night. Tiff and the Punisher carving the night, punishing sinners beneath the pale light. Becca steps in with that smart-ass grin, brainiac queen, always right from within. She's figuring out the world one fact at a time, calling out the lies with a razor-sharp mind. You think you're clever? Watch me prove you wrong. Becca's in the mix, and the truth marches on. Tiff and the Punisher. Becca's got the answers. Justice never sleeps. They are taking our kids every day, a child a minute, no one has a thing to say for those who have been isolated. Don't be worried, you have a voice today, so listen up everyone, here is the story. Child Protective Services is real. CPS is what they call it. They want our kids because it fills a lot of people's wallets. We all think it won't be us. We say when they come we will be so tough. It all sounds good when there's no one to take them, but when they come, your voice gets to breaking. Stay calm, step away. CPS ain't taking no one today. We are educated. Stay calm, step away. CPS, you need to leave. I know the tricks up your sleeves. You can't do what you're trying to do. We have done our homework. Don't do a damn thing without a warrant. You and the Punisher have come for the calling. They are giving us the CPS warning. Their voice is loud and clear. We stopped losing our kids this year. Tiff wants to fight the entire planet. She's tired of our kids being taken, god damn it. She's been fighting CPS for 30 years, bringing children home from this disgusting mess. The Punisher screaming out loud, abolish CPS and tear it down. I want all our kids to come back. Look at all those kids' pictures held up by Tiff Tack. Together we are stronger than we need. We will tear down CPS with hot speed. We will do so much being together. The birds of a feather flock together. So watch out CPS, here we come. Picking you off one by one. We promise to bring back the family and prosecute the caseworkers unhandily. So give us back the kids you have taken, sending you all on a vacation. The one with bars in the windows and the only games you play are on Nintendos. Corruption in courts, here we come. We won't stop until it's done. Your judges need to learn what you stand for. This is Tiff and the Punisher Warrior. And we cry out to all you out there. We need support for a cause that many don't care. All children are being stolen way too often. So CPS, we plan on doing the stopping. I stop!
Oh, whew. That almost knocked me out.
Oh, I bet it did.
I had a premature smoking earlier. I smoked at the wrong time.
Oh my.
Yes. So what's up, Tiff? What a shitty day today was.
No, I feel like every time our side gets a win, the devil just comes right in and knocks us back 10 miles. I'm just over it. Okay.
Get up here. I don't want to. But it does do that. But we can't let the devil win either. We cannot let the devil win. Because for every one devil out there, person taken over by the devil, 100 people out there that are trying to help them, So no one's fighting this alone, especially if they're here with us. Especially Danielle and Alex for sure. Facts Over Lies, good call with them. Everybody, prayers out to them. I thought Alex might come home after Cinco de Mayo, but maybe he's hungover today, I hope. But everybody, if you guys could give them your prayers, that would be really awesome. This is spiritual warfare. This is not a easy thing. This isn't. You have people that are literally out there fighting to steal our children for a dollar sign. And, we've been told all times money's the root of all evil. Well, this is it. This is it. And this is that fight. This is why you can't give up. This is why you put your card.
Darren froze. Are you there, Darren? Well, I guess I'll take over. Yeah, we can't give up. I just have my days. Like, we got to take the good with the bad, huh, Becca?
We'll just leave Darren there frozen
Yeah.
because, you know, he's stuck in word mode. Oh, wait. Nope, he's gone. There we go.
So anyway, I was just saying we got to take the good with the bad. I usually take it not so personally, but some people you just get personally wrapped up with, right? I mean, they become your friend, and then when shit happens to them, it affects you. And I've been working with this girl for like 5 years, and no problems up until last Friday. And I get that call, and my heart just drops. So, like I said, I can't ever be excited for all the wins that we get because they don't last long.
Like taking 10 steps forward and 2 steps back.
Yeah.
But you know what? Just because you know what, you have to enjoy just that little bit of time that you have with that win. Because there's a whole lot of shitty people out in this world, and there's a whole lot of even worse of demons, devils, and Satan worshipers, and all these people that are out there. That you know what? They're here to do this harm on us, and it's because of people like us that the good still is able to exist in this world.
Well, I think. Sorry, I had to turn my phone off.
I thought
I think Virginia is being a little extra right now because not only am I trying to help her, I get contacted by a grandmother. She's younger than me, who picked her kids up because mom got arrested, drove 2 hours to pick these kids up.
Now Tiff froze. It's not me. Wow, they're fucking well. See that? There you go, Satan. Not today, Satan. Stop
Not today,
playing.
Satan. Not today.
Nope. They're trying hard. There she is. Picked her up from school.
No, she went to pick up her grandkids in the middle of the night because mom got arrested on a
Still nothing.
5-year-old warrant.
At least she didn't get froze with her mouth open.
Yeah. Oh,
Like
God.
That would have done it right there.
She's all over Facebook as a fugitive because they couldn't put out an Amber Alert. So they arrest her and put the kids in foster care.
So we only heard about a little bit of that story.
What?
I said we only heard about this much of that story.
Okay, so grandma went to get her grandkids 2 hours away, picked her grandkids up, drove 2 hours back to her home, and now she's all over Facebook because she got arrested. She got arrested for taking the kids. And by the way, just so that everybody knows, she has big magazines and people that want to interview her. And we're breaking her story first on Monday. She will be at my house on Sunday.
She's coming.
She's coming.
What is it? Is she a famous person?
No, but this woman has more dirt on every fucking judge, guardian ad litem, and lawyer in this fucking town from here to Harrisonburg, and I'm going to get all of it.
Oh.
And these are lawyers and judges and guardian ad litems that I know. I said, first of all, your charges are going to be dropped because they couldn't give her a public defender because they had to give her daughter one, so it was a conflict. So this other person stepped in and was like, why are we even here? She's already had custody of them. They knew she was taking them. Why are we here? Virginia is mad because these new laws are about to take, the ones that are going into effect start July 1st, and the other ones start next July. And they want to pull as many kids as they can because after next year, they can't just knock on your door and you can't just call, hey, Tiffany Wise is over there doing da 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 da. No, you can't do that anymore. And CPS can't just show up at your door because the state is going to tell them when they can investigate and when they can take a child. They can't run to the judge. I need a protective order. I need a removal order. No, it's not going to work like that.
Sorry, it should be in every state.
So when does that take effect?
July 1st.
That takes effect July 1st of 2027.
Oh, Jesus, God almighty, that's the whole
Well,
year.
I found out why. Because they're changing the whole system. The system is 50 years old here.
Hey, who was it right here that just said, I take the 5th as an update on her case. Is it good?
We want to know.
Yeah, I got you there, Alicia. But yeah, what did I take the 5th? What's going on? What happened? Tell us, give us an update. Oh, and tomorrow is oh my gosh, what's her name? She has her TPR hearing tomorrow.
Hold on. Lakita, that one?
The one that was on our show. Remember she's coming back tomorrow?
Yeah, one's coming back tomorrow. But did you get in touch with that lady that sent that information? She too has a TPR hearing tomorrow.
Oh my gosh. I tried to get in. I mean, I sent her information. Yes, I sent her a thing.
God, he found me.
Oh Lord.
Couldn't get him off the phone with Darren earlier.
Imagine
Hey,
that.
hold on, I got
What's going on with you, Becca?
Not a whole lot. Just trying to weed off this bad juju that somebody sent my way.
What's going on in the world of data? The world of the cases of your data endeavor.
I mean, it's still proven. It's still proven exactly what we all claim, what everybody says that is happening. I mean, it's happening. I mean,
How
200
many people
taking
do you
this survey. 186, I believe, almost. I think it's like 186 or something like that.
How many people have looked at your post?
233,000.
Woo!
That's a lot of people.
It's trending.
And I share it every time I see it.
But
I mean,
out of 230,000 people, here's the problem, right? 230,000 people have looked at it. 180 people have sent her information.
That's a problem.
I know, that's what I'm saying. So, like, do people not care enough to just spend that extra minute to do this, or have they been so hurt by all these other groups that they don't want to put their information out there anymore to do things like this? Like, which one is it? You know, like, what is it? Is it because these fake advocates go around and say, send me your information and I'll do this, this, and this, that now everybody's so coveting their own information that they're not participating? And this is why it's a big deal to pay attention to who, what, and when, and all of that stuff that you're sending your stuff to. You know?
Oh, I 100% agree. I think that it's because they've been burned by these advocates or these people who claim to be advocates, I should say, and they've essentially been burned by them. And money, like, I don't ask for money. I mean, people have offered, and I tell them, like, hey, you know, like, I'm not going to ask anybody for money. You know, if you feel like you want to donate, that's totally different. But I'm not going to ever ask you for a penny.
Yeah,
you know, yeah, it costs me money to have the website up. Yeah, it costs me money, you know, to research and find all this stuff. But I'm not gonna. I'm doing that for my own self. I'm doing that for, you know, to be able to educate people. I don't want people's money essentially for that, especially. And a lot of people, you know, people have given thousands upon thousands of dollars, and I'm sitting here like, for what? Useless information that don't get you guys anywhere. I'm like, it makes no sense to me. And people are so misinformed and so just completely thrown off that it makes my brain hurt.
Oh, I got something funny to show you about this. Speaking of all of this, I got this the other day. See if I can find it. This is kind of freaking. I died when I saw this. I could not believe it. Oh yeah,
Oh, brother.
oh brother, that's right. And prayers for Henry too, our boy Henry. He's having some issues right now too. So prayers for Henry. Jesus Christ, we got a laundry list of people that need prayers today. And obviously, as always, we need them too. Here it's right here. Boogie, come on, show me the picture. Wait till wait till you see this picture that I'm about ready to show you. Come on, pull it up. I could not believe it when I saw this. There's something I'm going to do with it. I don't know what it is yet, but
I'm scared.
I'm
be scared. This is funny as hell.
I'm with Tiff.
It shows the sheer level of class that we have. Oh, come on, circle up. Let's go.
Class, what is that?
Yeah, this is sarcasm. Come on, baby. Why is this? Building the anticipation. I apologize.
Yeah, I can
That's
feel
okay.
it. Punisher.
Yeah, I know. I did that. So I have the Punisher.
He's the Punisher today.
Yes, Punisher. Our friend Brenda sent this to me. And the funny thing is I was sitting there, I was kind of bummed out at the moment about something. Not that I don't have a lot of things to be bummed out about, but I get this picture right here. Oh my God, you guys are going to die. Wait till you see this. Here it goes.
Darren, Jen with CPS Baby Homeless wants Gunner's email address.
Now that's class.
Is she at the White House?
Dude, what are you showing?
I don't know where she is, but look at that. Just got her hand right down there inside of her breast.
Oh my. She might be stuffing her money down there.
Yeah, probably, or something. Or the stuffing.
Who's that?
Come on, that's Francesca Amato.
Oh my God.
Oh.
So the next time she puts all these gloating pictures of her up, just think of that. She should have a T-shirt on right here that says, "I stole their bill." There you go. So when you're thinking about things are going bad for you, just think about that picture.
Think about how you adjust your tit on national television.
Yeah, on some sort of great. You're supposed to be getting some of these great pictures, and that's what happened.
Wow.
Yeah. Well, that's the first dig I've ever made at someone on this show, Tiff.
Yeah, I see.
That's the first time I've ever done that. But
Unbelievable.
yeah, I have to start being mad about things sometimes, I think. So, Becca, what else do you need for your project to go through? Are you done? Are you still seeking information? What are you doing?
No, still seeking information. Still trying to get people to take the survey. I mean, obviously, the civil rights attorney that I am associated with really backed off a little bit because of, well, I like to say, the trolls are starting to essentially come out, and I guess I've kind of had to put everybody on, hey, there is people you can trust and there is people you can't trust. So, and I have to graciously remind people of that, which is sad because I thought everybody was aware of that. But all in all, they're not. And so she's kind of pulled back a little bit. But she still effectively wants the information because the information is going to prove. It's going to prove the pattern. It's going to prove essentially what her theory is, and it's gonna go big. And I can't wait to see it. And I can't wait to literally just laugh in everybody's face because they're all wrong. They're all. I mean, this woman's been a lawyer for almost 60 years, you guys. Okay, 60 years. I don't have 60 years. She's been there. She knows. She's done it. But she is straight in there. There's a way to. Everybody says she's this, and it's like, wait a minute here, because she just wants to know the back. Wants to know the law. What's the law? Did they do this? Did they do this? Did they do this? Did they do? If they didn't, they broke the law. Your due process rights were essentially violated. There's no standing. They can't do anything with it. And essentially, she was in California for many of her years, and she's like, I didn't realize that it was across the country. She said, I thought that this was just like a.
Uh-oh.
Now Becca's frozen. I was just starting to get interested in what she was saying too.
Somebody's saying that the app won't let her upload the documents.
Yeah, that's Jen. That's remember we had her on the show the other night. She came in the box with us. The CPS made me homeless. That's her. All right, I will look at that right after the show. You know, guys, there's a Facebook. I have a Facebook for it. It's the cpspunisher.com on Facebook. There's a group there. And if you guys have problems with the app and those things go down with that, post them in there. And I check that regularly to see if there's problems or what I can do. Or you can always message me at Fight CPS also. I don't know where Becca is, but we'll clip her out of here for a minute until she comes back. She'd be pretty upset about that picture of her being frozen. Oh, that's right. Tiff wasn't there. You didn't meet her, Tiff. She was awesome. Jen was really great. It was that Friday night show that Jen was the one that was on hold for us.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she had a hell of a story for us.
The one I slept through?
Yes. The night that Tiff went down.
I do go down. Like on Fridays, I'm just so exhausted.
I know, but I felt so obligated. I felt so obligated, you know, because we had told her the day before. Yes, Gunner's email is gunningforcps@yahoo.com. So gunning the number 4 CPS@yahoo.com. Gunning for CPS@yahoo.com. So that's that. That's Gunner's thing. But guys, you need to remember that this is a spiritual war that's going on here. So you need to make sure you got your God armor on. You know, you got your best game at it. And these people know that this is coming to a halt, and they are totally coming at us in full force because they all know. I mean, I don't even like to use this similarity, but it's kind of like in World War II when the Germans knew that the forces were coming through, you know, and they just started it's all hands on deck and let's get as many of these people as we can because they know that their time is numbered. There's too many of us. There's way too many of us that are coming at them. And I'm not saying that they're not prepared for it, but they know, like, you know, Tiff and Virginia and everything, they have things coming down the pike right over there. You know, like they're 10 years almost over. The state's coming in and federal government and the state's going to have control of the CPS, no more of that agencies. And I'm sure that that's fallen down on most of the rest of the country. You have all of these groups. You have all of these people that are coming out here and trying to fight. And we don't need to say exposing anymore. They've been exposed. I mean, these people are so damn exposed. You can't even, you know what I mean? It's like fully naked, you know, and there's no reason to that. And there's no more like, let's expose because they are exposed. Now it's not about it's not about what we know, it's what we can prove. That's what we need to work on. That's like what that trying to collect information because we know that this is the truth. But what is it? How can we prove it in court? Where can we go into the courts of law and say, hey, this is the information we're trying to about. This is what we're trying to prove.
Well, I think it's just my opinion. I think once the state starts handling these cases, think the judges are going to have to recalibrate, right? Because they're not going to be able just to have somebody come in and swear a fucked up lying ass affidavit under oath and not be in trouble for it and get a judge to sign off on it anymore, especially here in Virginia, which is going to mess with their money. So, and it is spiritual, right? It's good versus evil.
Yep.
And the only thing we can do is keep the faith, keep the hope, and just keep working as much as we can to keep kids out of the system. But I got to tell you, when my wins come in, I just wait for the other shoe to drop, and it dropped, and I'm really pissed. I don't know.
Right.
I just get
you get so you want to just have that moment, you know, like you want to just, please, can I just have this moment to be all good, everything's okay, and to I guess it's probably like being a fireman, right? Like you go in, you put a fire out, and you're like, yes, we did that, good job, guys. And sooner did you fill up the hoses and put them back, you know, here comes Aaron calling because his house just got blown. You know, they show up with no water, you know, or whatever. But anyway,
well, I do know that RFK. So we need to stop medicating these kids, which is good, because the way they've been controlling our and I'm going to say our children, because like you said, Darren, it takes a village. We all raise the kids. That they cannot keep putting these kids on psychodramatic, whatever the hell it is, psychotic pills. Well, first of all, if you had left them in their home, you might not have to medicate them.
Right. You're taking them away because the mom gave them Kool-Aid. Now you're giving them Ritalin and Adderall and, you know, manufactured methamphetamines and, you know, all the stuff that, you know, yeah, it's crazy that what they're doing. Absolutely.
So I will say, you said you felt like we were getting left with the taillights. No, now it's pedal to the metal, because I'm telling you, every day I'm getting updates from the fucking White House on what they're doing. And they are pushing kinship. That is what they're pushing.
That's good.
Who is? Because I saw that based on the federal statistics on the actual only state that does kinship is Ohio. Because nobody else has financially placed anything in the kinship kitty for their state for kinship.
Right. That's what she's saying. That's what they're trying to push for now. They're trying to go.
Oh, that's what they're pushing. Oh, I thought you were saying they were doing it. I'm like, well, wait a here, because that's not what I read.
No.
The White House, RFK's people, I think his name is Alex, with this bill that Melania had Trump sign or whatever, is the all kids need a bed or something. They are pushing whatever it's called. Stop laughing. A home, whatever. They're pushing kinship.
What is so funny? What is so funny? I'm so confused.
Because I said every kid needs a bed, and it's every kid needs a home.
There goes Tiff. She's gone.
No, she's still here.
Oh, she's gone. She's up on my screen.
No, my phone's messing up. So they're pushing more kinship, which means, and I saw that they sent another letter out to the states that they have to start complying with kinship.
So here's the thing about kinship. Are they gonna? The thing about kinship is this, because what they need to really do is take a look at the Tiff and Punisher bill, but or draft, and then we'll go from there. Because I think that's really the quickest, fastest route to making all of this work for us. But nonetheless, in cases that kinship happens, we're still seeing these kids being stolen by family members. You know what I mean? Like, at the end of the day, I mean, I can tell you right now, 100% of the people that I know that have done kinship have stolen someone's kid. You know? And actually, no, that's not even true. because I know you and I know one other person. So 66% of the people that I know that have their family members or their children in kinship care, their family has screwed them over and put the taillights in their mirror, and that's what they see. Aside from you, Tiff, but like, and it was supposed to be a good thing. It was supposed to be a good thing. Your family, and I do agree that at least putting the kids within the family is a good thing. But at the end of the day, people are still people. And if they start directing money at the kinship programs and these people start getting the money that the fostering kids are getting, how many brother and sister battles are we going to have, or aunt and uncle and all that kid's worth that money? That's my only problem with pushing any of these things, is that, like, the greed is out there. So let's put the money where the mouth is and put the money where the good of the family is, and that's right there in the family. Don't take the kids. We'll give you a bonus not to let the kids leave.
That's what it should be. I mean, if they want to incentivize it, they should incentivize it for keeping the child at the home. And essentially, and that's what's even crazier is that how the law is written is that's what it's supposed to do.
Yeah, well, that's the way Title IV is supposed to work.
Yeah.
You don't
that's
get it.
That's how the law is written, and that's how it's supposed to be. But yet they're just sidestepping that. They're just like, hey, no. Because, I mean, essentially every state has to run that through the secretary of, the Department of Health and Human Services. Each state has a plan that they have to run through them. And the secretary has to approve it in order for it to be valid and them to be able to use it and be incentivized off of it. And they're not even following their own state plan.
They don't follow shit. So
they follow the money.
They follow the money. But here's the thing. This is the part that I don't like. This is the problem that,
like Michelle said, she's like, I'm fighting with my sister. I fought with my sister. She wasn't going to win. CPS.
Here's the problem I have.
Nope, not this girl.
What is it, Tiff?
My problem is they want kinship to become kinship foster homes. I'm not signing no fucking contract with nobody, because you're not walking in my house anytime you feel, because y'all got me fucked up. We don't do that over here. But the good thing is, now, if you want to sign a contract to be a kinship, whatever the case may be, more power to you. You will get paid. They just couldn't pay me enough money just to walk up in my house. I'm sorry. But they also have to remove barriers. I had a case before you and I started doing Tiff and The Punisher. These people in Virginia drove 5 hours into West Virginia after they placed a child in West Virginia in kinship. Now, they're only allowed to go back 10 years, but we all know that they don't. They go further. They go to your 18th birthday. Drove 4 or 5 hours to go pull a child from a great grandparent that had a case 50 years ago.
What?
Yep.
50 years ago.
Oh my God.
That's not the first time I've heard that. I've literally heard that from multiple people. I mean, reached out to me and like, hey, like they literally for something that happened like you said, like multiple years ago, like 20 years ago. And they're literally like, yeah, like, and they're like, well, you've had a case. And well, what do you mean? I mean, they tried to do this to me back in February 2024. They were like, that they tried to say that they prevented the removal by one of their listings on there was previous cases. How is that trying to prevent removal? Previous case does not qualify as trying to prevent removal. Drug screening does not prevent removal. If anything, that literally will give them the ammunition, and because regardless, they falsify those. Those are all crap. I mean, and I know this from experience because nobody's ever even thought to look up the levels, the cutoff levels that they have. Look up the cutoff levels for those stupid drug screens.
Yeah, Tiff said that about what was it? And whose case was that? Where she had a 500 and a 500 was negative, right? Wasn't that what it was,
Yeah.
Tiff?
Yeah, it starts at 500. Pat McGraw's the one that walked over and said, first of all, nobody in this courtroom is qualified to read these tests. But I will tell you, because I've done enough of them, 500 means negative.
Mm-hmm. And you'd even shit because, you know, if you go and you look up the actual, you go and if you go see, because I'm sneaky like that though. I mean, it's not really being sneaky, but I wanted to know the truth because I want to know, and I know they're not going to tell me. So I looked up the actual the company that they would send these drug screens off to. I looked it up, and it's public information on their cutoff levels. And I'm like, I mean, their cutoff levels are so much lower than a federal drug test, drug screen, drug test, whatever the hell you want to call it. They're literally, I mean, they're literally like 500 is the normal. 0.03 is their cutoff level. 0.03. That is 3 drops of water in an Olympic swimming pool. For anybody who's a reference. Okay? 3 drops of water in an Olympic swimming pool. So you're not going to sit here and tell me that you're not trying to fudge these tests and make it so that even if it falls positive, it's automatically going to be a positive. You're not going to tell me that. Because the fact
And you
is
have to be certified.
Yeah.
You have to be certified to read these drug screens, tests, what like you said, Becca, whatever they want to call it, because they'll tell the courts that you were drug tested on site.
Yeah.
And really, no, because it has to go to literally go to the drug core, whatever. But methamphetamine, everybody, whether you do it or not, your levels are already at 500. It means you're negative.
Right.
You're negative. That means you don't have meth in you. Oh, and some of the kids that their meth tests come back. Well, no. These levels that they're saying these kids are at, these kids would be dead.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, I know.
Yep.
Asinine. And I'm like, this kid is not bouncing off the walls. It's literally not. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I'm confused because I know my kid's dad was a freaking meth junkie. I mean, I seen that guy talking to walls and stuff. Like, and you're not going to tell me that his were off the chart. Like, I mean, yeah, okay. And I don't even know how he was still functioning. But you're going to tell me that a kid's is like that?
Oh, so I got one for y'all. I remember telling Darren this, but I don't know if Darren told you. So CPS drinks, it's equivalent to a meth head. What the fuck? Do you know how much coffee I drink? Do you know? Does anybody know? I go through coffee makers every 6 months. I get a new one. That's how much coffee I drink.
On the budget.
I drink coffee daily.
Daily? She drinks it separately.
That's my favorite drink.
Listen.
She drinks it black.
Me too. I am a coffee junkie.
Sucks on the beans.
Okay. I'm a coffee junkie. I love coffee. Coffee is my favorite thing. Like, and
right?
I mean, I don't think I could function without coffee. Like,
me neither. So you know what the lawyer said? He said, "What the hell are you talking about? That doesn't even make sense."
I mean, realistically, it doesn't. I mean, because if you're, oh my God, people make my head hurt. They make my head hurt today.
What happens?
It's unreal. It's unreal. Okay.
But when I heard that, my husband looked at me and I looked at him and I was like, "So what the hell does that make me? Because if they ever take my blood, it's going to come out coffee."
Yeah.
Right.
Your type of C. Yep. So, pick up here. This thing I just found, right?
No.
It says, this is pretty nifty. It says, amendments to Title 4E of the Social Security Act. Oh, wait, no. It says, the purpose of this act is to shift CPS policies, documents, and funding from emphasis on family separation and adoption to family reunification and preservation, to reallocate monies previously directed towards adoption incentives to direct support for biological families, and to require that removal occurs only when no reasonable in-home alternative exists. Reorientation of funding priorities. Federal reimbursement shall prioritize in-home services with open-ended matching for family support at rates equivalent to or exceeding current foster care levels. Redirection of adoption incentives. Funds for adoption incentives and assistance shall be redirected to a family support and reunification grant program. CPS documentation shift. States must revise all forms, case plans, and policies to prioritize reunification. Removal requires clear and convincing evidence that no in-home efforts would ensure safety. Enhancements to Title 4B. Increase mandatory funding for family preservation and reunification services to match or exceed Title 4E foster care expenditures, emphasizing direct financial aid to families. Annual reports on reductions in foster care entries, lengths of stay, and realized savings. Savings shall be reinvested in family support or returned for deficit reduction. It is in the sense of Congress that the American family is the indispensable foundation of a strong society. This legislation recommits the nation to keeping children safely with their families whenever possible. Then it goes on to talk about foster care costs out of home is $40,000 to $55,000 annually. The family preservation reunification in home would be $3,000 to $8,000 per family. That saves each kid $35,000 to $40,000 per child per year. It posts up 25% reduction in foster care entries, 25 to 30% reduction in average length of stay in overall census, and roughly $1,500 to $1,700 fewer children in care. The net annual savings, this was drawn up for the state of Virginia, is $40 to $70 million per year if they just put that in an issue.
Send that to me. And when was that?
I already did. It's our bill.
Oh. I was like, how did I miss that one?
So Alicia said that they shut me down on Facebook Live. It's funny.
Oh, did they really?
Yeah.
Fuck them.
That's funny. Darren's.
That's my attitude today.
But that's. I mean, what's wrong with just those changes right there? We just rechanged the wording. We're not enforcing reunification, not like Title IV funding says, because Title IV already says that you don't get the money if you're not reunified. It says that. But that's why they hold your kid for a year, saying reunification, and then they let it go to 15, and then they let the state themselves, because when they get to that 15 out of 22 months, that's when it's the federal, to get the more federal funding, they get to 15 out of the 22 months in there. Now they get more money for adoption services and things like that. They play the game the whole way through. But now
I want to know. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. You want to know something?
I want to know, because I've been looking for that letter that the White House sent to all 50 states. I can't find the damn letter.
Oh,
but I know it was sent out.
Then somebody also said Illinois almost lost Title 4B. I got my records and they had my case as intact. And you know what? Illinois is where that governor, or I don't know, it wasn't governor, it was the representative. He essentially blew the whistle on stipulation. Tell me I'm wrong. Stipulation abuse, he freaking blew the whistle on it.
Wow.
Maybe he was listening to you, Becca.
Maybe. I don't know. But see, he blew the whistle on it. I mean, he literally was like, parents are especially parents, he says, are so vulnerable because they don't realize what they legally, he says, this isn't a traffic ticket. It's not a simple traffic ticket. It's not, a simple, violation. It's not a he's like, this is your life. And this is what is that? Yeah. Jed Davis. He was the one that literally was like, we have to change this. And he was, I know he was on the news for that because there's those two couples, one, their baby got taken. Well, I guess both of them realistically, their baby got taken the day that the baby was born. One of the couples didn't even live in the state. That is, they are doing stipulation abuse. Okay, this is abuse on parents, on anybody, because they are literally, stipulation has them go. It's the workaround. It is a workaround because they want, how the courts want everything to be done quickly and be done, it's all compact and it's all done and everything just moves right along. Well, that's how they're.
Wonder what happened to that couple that was in Massachusetts. Remember the ones that didn't get the that they weren't abiding by the schools.
Well, mom was acquitted. I don't know what happened to dad.
I have to look at that too.
Lakeitha and Michael, yeah. But there was one that was in Wisconsin, and then I actually know, like, the hospital. Okay, I know a girl who's literally in Missouri. 5 kids. Her kids' dad. It's her husband. Her baby. They took their baby to the hospital because it wasn't eating right. It just was not. It just wasn't. He just wasn't acting right. Took him to the hospital. They said that this baby had broken bones. Okay, this baby had like 15 broken bones, different broken bones. They said, CPS said that the dad essentially took this baby and football slammed this baby off of the floor 3 different times. And this child is still alive, mind you.
Right.
Okay, didn't go back, didn't look in her medical records, didn't look in anything. She was sick during her pregnancy. They have refused to test that baby for rickets. They have, and it's like, wait a minute here. Like, she's given and her husband is still sitting in jail because they charged him criminally for child abuse.
Oh, he needs to contact the Innocent Project.
And they literally, I was sitting here like, oh my God, like, I couldn't even believe it. I was like, wait a minute here. I was like, there is proof and there is evidence of her being sick. She had a vitamin D deficiency. She was sick the whole time. She's pregnant. Her iron levels. She's anemic.
Well, that's like, wasn't that kind of what's going on with Debbie, right? Like the little child.
Yeah, I think Debbie's grandson has thalassemia.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm pretty sure that her baby has rickets because because they're like, oh, well, he had all these like 15 different fractures to the bones. And yeah, see, she knows that case too. It's crazy. It's stupid. It's like, wait a minute here. Like, and I know this girl like very well. Like, I've known her for quite some time now, and there's no reason for her to lie. And, I have her whole case file, as a matter of fact. I have proof of everything she claimed. And every allegation they had against her.
Becca,
what?
They need to contact the Innocent Project Foundation. I think, yes.
Is that in every state?
Cases. Yes.
I'm gonna text her.
What is it called? The Innocent Project?
The Innocence Project.
Yeah, because they take cases if, they could possibly get him out. If they can prove that this child has rickets, like you say, they're going to have to release him. But I promise you, the state is not going to apologize.
Oh, no. Don't even expect that. Everybody should just even squash that. And throw that out the window because they won't apologize. They won't even take accountability for it.
But I do know that in some states, if you're wrongfully convicted and you spend a lot of time in prison, it's like $10,000 a day that you were in there.
Mm-hmm. And she literally took her income tax money 2 years ago. I think it was like 2 years ago. She got income tax and she took $10,000 of her income tax money and paid a lawyer to get him out, to get him, something. He's still sitting in jail. I just talked to her last week. He's still sitting in jail. Still.
Contact them. Have her contact them.
It's just like, it's sickening. It's like, you guys know what they're doing. And that's my thing. I had the civil rights attorney I work with. She asked me, what about this person? What about this person? And I'm like, look, if you're an attorney and you essentially know how this is going and you know what they're doing and how they're getting around it and you're not saying anything, you're just as fucking guilty.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's how I see it. That's why with like, there's certain advocates that are like, oh, well, I don't give a fuck if you're a lawyer or not. I'm not a lawyer, and I'm going to tell you how they're doing it, and they know how they're doing it, and you're just you're not helping anybody. Advocate for what? You know how they're doing it. You know what they're doing. They know what they are doing, and they're letting them get away with it. And instead of saying something to anybody, to the judge, I don't care. It wouldn't even matter my reputation, my anything. I would put it all on the line, and I guarantee you that it will come to light that this is what they are doing. It's stipulation abuse. They are abusing that privilege of that waiver. And I got my own case file. And in my own case file the other day when I got it, it literally says this is on the paper for the signing for the counsel appointment. Okay, appointment of counsel. It is literally stating that that I am waiving that if I agree with the allegations but it was worded in there for the counsel. Wait a minute here. Why is that just randomly placed in there? And here's the even bigger kicker. I wasn't even the one that filled out those papers. The magistrate was.
When my husband went to court and they tried to give him an attorney, they wanted him to sign up for an attorney. Thank God he looked at me. I said, don't you sign anything. And I told him that before he went in the courtroom.
Don't you dare sign anything. And I mean, and I literally was just like, I was just blown away. I was like, hold on a minute here. I was like, this just makes no logical sense to me. I was like, why would you put it in there for the waiver of, like, for the acknowledging of counsel? And like, you can tell that it's not my handwriting, A. And I'm like, well, wait a minute here. I'm like, this makes no sense to me. I was like, why would they put it right in there? But they did.
You know what else I've had? I took a picture of it and sent it to the president of the NAACP. I was flabbergasted. Why did a judge sign a man's rights over? The judge's name was where he was supposed to sign. I said, did you sign this? He said, no. I looked up the judge, right? I said, why did this judge sign your rights away? I was flabbergasted.
It blows my.
What do you mean? So he contacted the prosecutor, and she's like, "Oh yeah, sometimes they do that." I said, "That's against the law.
What?
They can't sign your rights over. They are not theirs to sign over. They can sign over their rights, but I can't walk in the courtroom and sign over Becca's rights. I can't sign over Darren's rights. I can't sign over my husband's rights. Fuck, who are you? No." Needless to say, I wasn't allowed to investigate any more cases like that.
Oops.
You're breaking the law.
I mean, it literally says, and this is what this says. I acknowledge in open court that I may admit or deny the allegations in the complaint. That if I deny the allegations, a hearing will be held to determine whether or not the allegations are true. It is in my best interest to be represented by an attorney at this hearing. Or B, that if I admit the allegations, I am waiving my right to the adjudicatory hearing, and this matter will move forward to disposition. The disposition requested by Miami County Child Protective Services is blank. Okay? But they hid that in, I acknowledge in open court. Wait a minute. You can't. Did you read that to me? Because I wasn't even allowed to read this paper.
No, they say sign right here. Sign right here, initial here.
Yeah, and literally like that's my signature. Okay, that's not my signature. Okay, my signature because I didn't know what I was signing. I had no idea. I'm not going to sign it to where I know and it'd be legible. No.
Well, I will tell you here in Virginia, there's a lot going on, not just with CPS. We have senators that got raided this morning, okay, for corruption. We have a district attorney being investigated by the Department of Justice in DC for corruption. So there's a lot of shit going on here in Virginia, and I'm telling you, Virginia is in an uproar because we got CPS snatching kids because they know their bullshit's about to end. We got senators being raided, literally criminal raids signed off on by a federal judge. And we got prosecutors being investigated for corruption with plea bargains, all kinds of shit.
These people make me sick. And that's like the whole, what is it? The whole, I couldn't listen to that whole spiel the other night. I really couldn't. I really couldn't listen to that whole spiel about the grand jury thing. Because realistically, no. Everybody, there's a process, okay? We all know that there is a process. Whose authority does that derive from? Whose authority would that grand jury get? Where does that authority come from? You have to have authority. That the authority has to be designated from somewhere. And if I'm just like, hey, I'm going to get 24 people that's going to be like, hey, that are like-minded individuals, how is that neutral? How is that? I don't get that. How is that neutral? Like, that makes no sense to me. Like, everybody knows there's a process. There is a process. Okay, if you want to fight in their game and you want to play in their game, you have to play by their rules. Learn them. But creating a grand jury out of thin air is not going to get anybody anywhere. And I literally could not listen to the podcast the other night. I couldn't, because I was just like, oh my God. Nobody realized that has to be, there's a process. Everybody needs to read. People need to read. That's all I can say. People need to read. People need to get educated. Because that's not how that works at all. We all know, I know that's not how it works. Everybody else maybe, everything else seems, everybody else gets informed, they get information, and they get snippets of information. Now, that snippet of information may be true, but it's not true in the whole generalized sense and broadness of things. It's literally, people just don't realize that. And I think that tends to hurt people a lot too, because they don't understand. And that's a big, big issue. Like, I was literally, your post earlier, this is a perfect example, Tiff. I took that thing that you posted earlier on Facebook, or you shared it earlier on Facebook. So I put it in there, and it said, and I was looking into it, and like unsubstantiated and false allegations are two different things. Unsubstantiated means that there was no evidence or no proof of that. And a false allegation is totally different. That means that they did it knowingly. So all these parents that are like, oh, there's false allegations. But that would mean, if it was a false allegation, that they intentionally lied and that they know that they did. And you can prove that they did. Now, unsubstantiated is totally different. And people don't get that. And like, there's a difference in the legal language. Like, people just need to learn how to just read it. And I mean, it's not, I've literally been delved from a CPS case 5 years ago. Like, that's how I've learned all the information that I've learned. And I've asked the right questions, and I've gotten the answers. And sometimes maybe the answers aren't fully, they're not elaborated, but I'm somebody who digs. I want to know when. I know there's a cause and effect, and I want to know how, and I want to know why. Why do kids get taken from their parents? How? Because a parent screws up one time, and the system essentially abuses that. Okay, that's how it happens. Now, how are they keeping these kids away from their parents? Well, attorneys are essentially abusing their privilege of stipulations, and they are abusing that 100%, because they're not telling these people their rights. They're not telling them none of that. And they're all sitting there like, I don't understand. I don't get it. I had evidence to the contrary. I had evidence. I had proof. I had this. I had that. But my attorney didn't do anything with it. Well, that's why. And yet your attorney's not telling you why. And they're all sitting there like clueless, like dumbfounded, like, I don't understand. And I'm like, that's why. That is why. You can't tell me any different, because nobody has proven me wrong yet. Not even Vincent Davis. He didn't prove me wrong either. He just proved my theory to be even more right.
But you have to remember,
I know.
the attorney,
I have a duty to the fucking Bar Association. Yes, I know.
right? But they also have to be careful with what they say.
Mm-hmm.
But they're also supposed to do full disclosure.
Yeah.
So full disclosure, if it's not full disclosure, I don't think it can be enforced, because before you sign a contract in most states, I know here in Virginia, if you sign it without reading it, the courts automatically assume that you read it and you signed it.
Mm-hmm. And here's the thing. With stipulations, you don't even have to sign those. Those are essentially words. I mean, that's essentially what they're agreeing to. And if your attorney's agreeing on your behalf and you don't even know what the heck your attorney's even agreeing to, how can you agree? How can you be knowing? How can it be voluntary? It can't be. It can't be knowing.
It's involuntary.
It can't. That's not how that works. I have to, regardless, and even though, because then they like to play the whole, well, you verified on the record. Where? Because here's the even bigger kicker. A lot of parents I've noticed have told me they didn't record these events. Oh, they didn't. Oh, okay. Well, then we have an even bigger issue. Because if they're not recording these events and they're not letting the parent even into the actual courtroom, that's a bigger issue. Okay, you need to go to your judicial counsel and file a complaint. The highest place you can go, file it. Because I'm telling you right now, they're not, those people at the Supreme Court stance up there in each state, they're not gonna, most of them, as generally as a rule, aren't gonna stand on that whole sense of, okay, well, if there's no record, then this can't be lawful. If there's no, how?
Virginia, JD, and our courts, independency courts, are not courts of record.
And equity. Okay, and here's another thing Darren and I was talking about. So I ran into, I don't know if anybody knows who Amir Maltese is, but he's one of those people that are like in the whole straw man thing, blah, blah, blah. Well, I got to looking into 3 words he used was exclusive equitable jurisdiction. Okay, that right there told me a lot. Okay, courts operate in equity. A chancery court. So law, and they have blurred the lines between law and equity. We all know this. A law court is literally one for like essentially criminal court. Equity is for like what CPS and all these courts are. You can do injunctions, you can do this, and you can do that. Well, here's the thing, because like Darren said, he's like, I know somebody who, he won at Supreme Court level, his kids. Like, but then when they remanded it back to the lower court, he still didn't get his kid back. Well, that's because now you're arguing law, and now they're operating in equity, or vice versa. So, and people haven't figured out how to determine which one they're going into. Are they going in it as an equity court, or are they going into it as a law court? Which one is it? And they confuse them, and they do it on purpose. It's intentional. Oh, 100% it's intentional. But if you can decipher the whole thing, like chancery, like the chancery court is an equity court. And like, I know like some states still do chancery court. Like I think Kentucky still does that, and Georgia, I believe, does. They do chancery court and label it as chancery court. But if you get in there and you're like equity, okay, if you fight it in equity, but they're talking in law, well, you're going to lose. But if you get in there and you're talking, wait a minute here, hold on a minute here, because I want to know where I'm going to stand in that. So I want to know how I can approach this, because that's not how you're not giving somebody a fair trial. I mean, how are you even getting a fair trial out of this when you don't even know?
That's why I don't care what code, statute, law, equity, whatever the fuck. I don't give a fuck. This is the law. This is the law.
Yep.
Period. Everybody. I bought Claire one. That little hussy, she keeps it. If she gets pulled over, she pulls it right out. Sits it right on her lap. She just gets warnings now. Just be careful. Slow down. I gotta go. My husband's hungry.
Oh Lord, her husband's hungry.
Yeah, I gotta go find him something to eat now. And I think the little one, he's done ate 5 bags of chips. That's what he was calling me. Mama, chips. And I got another long day tomorrow.
I'm gonna go try to finish recovering so I don't die.
Darren, send her the stuff that I sent you that you was reading while you was entertaining at downtown today.
Oh yeah, yes, I would do that.
So she can read that.
Yeah, you want to understand this a little bit more, you read this little.
Yeah.
But
and I think I can't roll these messages back up. But I would love to hear about your case. I forgot her name because, of course, I can see that little ass shit that Darren's got up here.
I made it as big as I can for you.
What?
It's as big as I can make it for you.
That's okay. I gotta go to the eye doctor.
You guys just reminded me. CPS and a lot of complaints should they be Michelle Alvarez. Okay, that's the truth. Tiff,
yeah. Send one.
Jen said that. Tiff, please investigate my case.
Yes. Well, we can talk about your case because I don't get into the case. I just get a few questions that I ask you, and then we go from there. But yes, Michelle, find your local NAACP chapter where you live and file a complaint because, believe it or not, the NAACP in 2003 has been watching CPS. So they do know what's going on. So yes, file a complaint and see where it goes. Some people, I don't know, if you lived here, I'd be the one investigating it. But see you tomorrow.
CPS. Your time is up.
I got you, Alicia. Bye-bye. Yeah, waking up to the knock at the door. System coming for war, they twist the truth, fabricate more, leaving families torn. Tiff spitting fire, constitutional warrior, Punisher, loading up, aiming straight at the corrupt core. Child protective, more like child destructive. Stealing kids for the quota, bureaucratic injustice. Paperwork, lies, court dates, rigged from the start. But we expose the corruption, tear the veil apart. No more silence, no more fear. Voices rising, the end is near. CPS sucks, we coming for you. Tiff and the Punisher, breaking through. Gunning for the system, parental rights renewed. Fight the corruption, the revolution's due. CPS sucks, hear the war cry. Reclaim your family, never say die. Constitutional hammer smashing every lie. Tiff and the Punisher, watch the system fry. Family court circus, judges playing God with lives. Child support traps, keeping good parents deprived. Police roll up, badges hiding the agenda. But we drop knowledge bombs, no surrender. F in your corner, strategies locked and loaded. Reunification blueprints, the truth fully decoded. From the front lines, wicked, wise, and relentless. Exposing every fraud, make the guilty confess. No more silence, no more chains. Break the cycle, ignite the flames. CPS slugs, we coming for you. Tiff and the Punisher, breaking through. Gunning for the system, parental rights renewed. Fight the corruption, the revolution's due. CPS slugs, hear the war cry. Reclaim your family, never say die. Constitutional hammer smashing every lie. Tiff and the Punisher, watch the system fry. This is for the parents, fighting every day. This is for the warriors who refuse to break. Abolish the machine, tear it down. Wicked warriors rise, own the crown. Yeah, CPS sucks, louder now. Tiff and the Punisher, take a bow. Gunning for the system, we ain't backing down. Parental rights forever, wear the crown. CPS sucks, this is the sound of justice rising from the
Tiff and The Punisher podcast. Armed with truth. CPS. You're done.
They said don't fight the system. They said stay quiet.
They were wrong. Lock in. We are exposing what so many have failed to. We are gonna show you what bar attorneys have hidden from all of us. Hundreds of thousands of children and twice that of parents have been lied to and walked down the road of termination. It's the death penalty. We're all of the protesters, the ones who fight for the rights of prisoners, dogs, illegal immigrants. Why aren't you coming to the aid of our children and families? Right here in America, every day a child per minute is kidnapped. And no one cares. We fight alone until today. CPS Punishers mount up. Here comes
The CPS Punisher.
anonymous tip, another lie from one of them. No warrant, no proof, just a badge and a grin. Stealing kids like trophies, thinking they'll win. Mama crying on the porch, daddy in the cage. System wrote the script, but the CPS Punisher just flipped the page. The educator they banned, I see every violation, every forged line, every ex-part hearing, every stolen time. One tap of the app and the truth ignites. Welcome to the CPS Punisher, now we can fight. CPS and the courts have lied to us all. The courts will not disgrace the family. CPS Punisher, here to avoid the chains and expose the game. CPS Punisher, the educator they never wanted you to find. Punisher, one tap and their empire cracks. We rise, we take our kids back. The app is called the CPS Punisher. I'm the cape in the shadows, the skull in the night, the binder full of secrets and weapons you all need. Ab initio, watch me void that lie. Fourth Amendment armor, watch the tyrants cry. Falsified drug test gone in a flash. I see Tevio, warrior, due process king. Every parent's hero when the hotline rings. I call it justice. Download the truth, now the system busts us. From the courtroom to the streets, hear the battle cry. The CPS Punishers arrive. Kiss your bar asses goodbye. They tried to silence us, now we're the loudest voice in the room. CPS Punisher, here to avoid the chains and expose the game. CPS Punisher, the educator they never wanted you to find. Punisher, the children never leave again. Families rise, we never look back. We now use the CPS Punisher. This ain't revenge, this is reunification. This ain't rage, this is resurrection. Open the app, step into the fight. You ready? CPS Punisher, the app you need when they took your kid. CPS Punisher, the truth they hid, now the truth gets lit. Punisher, download the power, take back the throne. Punisher, you're never alone. CPS Punisher, the educator they never wanted you to find. Void complete, family restored. The bar is finished, the Constitution will prevail. Judges do what's right. Treason is your penalty. CPS Punisher! Here comes the CPS Punisher.